Hey, what is going on? STS here for another simple review for the sequel to Grumpy Old Men, 1995, which I believe, every time I talk about 1995, I always go with the wrestling, which wrestling sucked. WWE and WCW was terrible in the 95s, but movies was the place to be. Art entertainment was the place to be. Like I said before on the Grumpy Old Men review, the little simple review, Grumpy Old Men, you can say it topped it. Burgess Meredith, Jack Lemmon's father. I mean, just it was a film that I didn't see like the parent of the dad. Well, he's a secondary character, but just to see someone who's because just like Moose Black with his parents when he goes on stage. I'm 65, but my parents are they're 90s or something like that, and she's still my mother. I'm still a damn kid, and I never get to see that in a film, and this was these films were the very first times I got to see that, and I enjoyed that. And he's such a little perverted son of a bitch, Burgess Meredith. He's hilarious. He made the film just laugh out loud even more. There's more humor, there's more salt. Like in the rating here, the first rating had some sexual references. This one had salty language and innuendo. Oh yeah, I also forgot in the first and second one, there's little backstories, and there's a little secondary story with John's daughter with Max's son, which they went to school together, but then but at the end they got together or whatever, or it made it look like but in the beginning they are together. Well, they're dating, waiting for the wedding or whatnot. But this film right here, Jack Lemmon's character is with Ann-Margret, her life, and then Walter Matthau, he's on his own, just being a widow still for all these years. And this Sophia Loren, right here, she comes in to play. But this thing is the plot is here. They're just chilling. They're chilling like it is, But they're the Chuck's Bait Shop, who played by Ossie Davis, who passed away in the last one. We never got any details of how. I don't know. But Sophia Loren comes in as Maria, and she wants to turn the bait shop to a restaurant. Or a restaurant. I can't say the Italian. I'm like Walter in this thing here, but it means war. He's like, no, you're not. This is a bait shop. I can't. I'm a terrible personator of Walter Matthau. But it's just all the, and then her mom, she has an older mother, which Burgess Meredith has these little one-liners. Just trying to, let me show you my little bony Macarena. Or the liners saying, I've been to Hawaii. And she's like, where in Hawaii? I'll poke you, dicky licky. It was just so great. But then I had the thought from watching the first film, Grumpy Old Man. I was like, I bet he's going to die in the second one, which was kind of like, because there's certain scenes, like he says, like, sometimes, because he drinks, he smokes, he does everything. He's 95 years old, but he ain't a real part. He ain't a real part of the movie. It's just basically Walter Matthau falls for Sophia, and it's basically just like, this one became because they liked each other. Well, Jack Lemmon's character and this liked each other here, or that one, but they didn't really have a problem. They had a war against who wanted to get her. But then Ann-Margret really liked Jack Lemmon more. But Grumpier Old Men is basically Walter falling in love with a chick that he can't stand, but then, he can't stand, or she can't stand either, but they end up smooching it off. And then you had Walter, and then you had, like I said, Burgess Meredith, hilarious as hell. And he said, I want to think, I think it was in the first film, Grumpy Old Men, he's like, I want to think if God's forgot about me. Everybody's passed on, but I'm still here. And there's a real deep scene, which I'll just cut away from here, because there's funny, perverted jokes, which my grandma was laughing her ass off. Kind of, oh my God, it's so embarrassing to watch my grandma. It's like, Grandma, it's okay. Well, they had this little spot where they go fishing. It's a little like a couch on the damn riverbank, or a lake, or whatever. I think lake, thousands lakes. And he's like, Pop, I messed up, because they end up fighting. They end up, Max and John, they end up splitting off, and then their kids called the wedding within the ruins in that song. But Yeah, but they end up getting, it just goes haywire, and they go for hell at war, breaking shit. And one of my favorite scenes before I get to the sad part is the moment where, because they all fuck with each other, and they pissed off because he fucked up his thing or what, I forgot. The cat and the dog went everywhere and broke Ann-Margret's Ariel. She plays Ariel, by the way. I don't put names. I always use actor and actresses' names, but she uses a sculpture, which she did a nude sculpture of her husband, her late husband, the first one. Well, you see the sculpture. Jack Lemmon sees it. Well, he actually does this. Him naked. You can't see anything but doing it. Well, Walter later on in the movie is recording it, you know, just for shits and giggles. Well, there's a time where he follows Jack, because there's all these mishaps going on. They're just going after each other. He goes into the electronics store or whatever on TVs, and he actually puts the tape in there, and it shows him like this, and everybody's looking at him. And he's embarrassed, and like, they're all clapping for him. But, you know, at the end of it, I mean, then you get to the sad moment, which just came out of the left blue, you know, and he goes up to Pop, you know, and I messed up today, you know, and he sits there and he's just like this. And then Jack Lemmon's character's going, Pop, holds his hand, you know, you see the tears, and then God didn't forget you after all, Pop. Really sad, really emotional moment. When I see those moments, I just get really depressed. But my grandmother here, I'm spending so much time with my grandmother as much as I can. And you just get that. It sucks, but they go to a funeral, they put his ashes for the river, the fish, and at the very end, I can say at the end of the day, they end up getting the big catfish hunter and this big fucking fish, and they end up getting it, but they end up putting it back. And then there's a wedding going on, which we thought, okay, the kids got it back. Well, then again, he goes back to Marino, and she didn't want to dump him because she's had so many husbands, but they all left her because they probably cheated on her. And then Walter's like, you know, I don't know about those guys, but let me tell you something about me. I'm honest, and I'll tell you like it is. I'm loyal, you know. And they end up getting married. They got late because of the thing, but they end up getting married. Him and Maria. And that's how it ends. Sad, you know, the sad Burgess Meredith, because he made this film, like a second-year character once again. Recommended, another A+. This series, The Grumpier Old Men and Grumpier Old Men, without a doubt, awesome stuff. I really enjoy these old late actors. They really did enough. They get entertained to me. And there's still films out there that I still haven't seen. I haven't seen Buddy Buddy. I only seen Odd Couple in these three films. Now, there's Buddy Buddy, there's The Odd Couple 2, and then there's Out to Sea. I don't know, are there any other movies out there with them? I don't know, I don't think so, but those are movies I see, and I'm going to try to check them out though, because these guys get me rolling and they crack me the hell up. But that is it, I recommend it. This film is amazing, this whole film series is amazing, and I recommend it. But that's what I'm going to do for today. Is STS here. I hope you enjoy this simple review. Like, comment, share these videos. Make me not be psycho and talk to my 5,000 voices inside my head. I'm talking to you, Sam. That's right. You're on YouTube. And I'm talking to you by yourself. I'm such a fucking schizophrenic. No, I'm not a schizophrenic, but I'm just that crazy. But I miss this once again. Peace. Have fun. Watch movies. Enjoy. Watch movies. If you're unhappy, depressed, or anything, always pop in a movie. Get into another fantasy world and enjoy it. Peace out. I'm Sam Slam.